Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. I'm just trying to adjust the camera just slightly. So, yeah, I know I've been down with the Rona, but one of the things I thought about, I've kind of been thinking about this past week, which is why I've kind of been up making videos, is because I feel like moving around helps me feel better. And I remember I was thinking yesterday, because I went to bed fairly early because I was really exhausted. I thought to myself during the emic or demic, I was going to say that because YouTube doesn't let you use certain words or whatever. During that time, um, oh, I remember hearing the news people or the healthcare people say, um, you'll feel so tired and you don't want to get up and you won't want to get up and this, that, and the third, right? And I remember them saying that. And then I thought to myself the other day, I thought, self, okay, if the healthcare people were saying you should probably move around and that would help you, then that's what I should do. So this morning I woke up at probably around 3 a.m. and I was like, oh, I really want a piece of that cheesecake that I haven't cut yet. And I really was like, I'm gonna cut it and I don't care. And hold on one second. I'm trying to fix this camera. And I don't care because I know I had said to like my TikTok people, I'm gonna put the strawberries on there and I'll show you guys whatnot. And I was just like this morning, I kind of was like, didn't care. I woke up, you know how you woke up, well, you wake up in one of those I don't give a attitudes. And so that's kind of how I woke up. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it and film it and so everybody can see it. Okay. So I have my strawberries here. So this is the thing with the glaze. I made the glaze this morning. And if you follow me on TikTok or on YouTube or Instagram, you'll see it. This is the strawberry that you'll see. And honestly, it's a decent looking strawberry, right? But if you want your strawberries to look really pretty, then you want to put a glaze on them. And you just make a glaze, and I have the instructions in the description. But you basically are going to have a cup of water, half a cup of sugar, depending on how much glaze you want. 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of water, that type of thing. And then you'll add gelatin. They have these little gelatin packs you can buy. I think that's the easiest way. If you don't have the gelatin packs, you can just use cornstarch. And if your strawberries aren't in season, meaning vegetables they have a season. Like we shouldn't have tomatoes 365 days a year. That's just not how God's plan was. You're supposed to have tomatoes when tomatoes naturally grow, but here we are. And the same thing with strawberries. They're not supposed to be available year round. So if your strawberries, when you open them up, when you cut them open, they're white on the inside, and then you cook them you cook them in the sauce or the glaze, then it might turn yellow. I'm not yellow, gray. And that's not good either. Or it's still gonna taste good, but it won't look appealing. So if that's you and you have some red food coloring, you can just add a little bit of that, just a few drops of that, and it'll turn it red, and then all will be well. And like I said, if you don't have the little gelatin packs, you can use cornstarch. And you want to basically bring the sugar, the water, and the cornstarch to a boil with the red food coloring. And then you could add a little bit of vanilla at the end. Okay, so this is what I would do. I have my little handy dandy fork here, and you want to just dip it, your strawberry, into said glaze. And I don't know if you guys can see that. You see that glaze, right? It looks way more beautiful because that's once I dipped it. And this is, let me see if I can find one that isn't as shiny. Okay, so I'm gonna get a fork so I can show you the before and after. Okay, so this is my not glazed strawberry, right? This, ooh, I don't want to get any, hold on, let me cover my computer. I don't want to get any sugar on my MacBook. No sugar on the MacBook, especially syrupy sugar. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. Okay, so this is the This is the non-dipped strawberry. It hasn't been dipped in anything. And then this is the dipped one. You see? You see how shiny it is compared to this one? It's not shiny. This one is shiny. And let me turn up my, what's it called? Make sure my light is turned up so you guys can see it. Okay. So here are my strawberries. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna take okay, so that way you guys can see better. These are my strawberries that I have not put inside of any type of gelatin. These are the ones I'm just gonna put. I'm gonna decorate the cake, and I'm gonna put them right in the middle. And then these are all the strawberries I cut up. Okay. So, and then here's my cheesecake. Hold on. Yum, right? So I have my cheesecake already on my platter. That way, I'm gonna go from the little cutting board here to the strawberry glaze to the cheesecake. So I'm gonna push this down so you guys can see it. I'm gonna use this fork. All right. So I'm gonna, oh no, Jesus. See how things be happening? I don't use this one because this one has the little indentation of the fork. I'm gonna use my hands to wash my hands. I believe in clean hands around here. Not that my hands were dirty, but I did touch the cheesecake stand. So I just want to wash my hands because you just never know. All right. So I'm going to dip these in with my hand. Hopefully it won't fall. And then I'm just going to go around in a circle. And I'm going to try to do them as drip-free as possible. I'm just going to put them right next to each other and as close to the edge as possible. And you want them to be the same size as much as possible. Those first two, I feel like, were a little short, but I'm short. So and don't worry about it being perfect. It's at your house, right? So the people at your house love you. But if I was making this for, let's say if I was going to have a game night at my house and I wanted it to be pretty, then I would probably go a little bit slower, make it a little bit prettier. I probably also would, that one I could have made cut in half. But I probably also would just be a little more delicate, you know, just because, you know, you kind of want to present it or whatever the case may be. But for the purposes of this video, I want to be able to show the strawberries It's kind of like a presentation, you know? And if you don't want, if your strawberries don't look as glazed as you promised your people they were going to look, that's fine. That's why you make a little extra glaze, right? That way, you can use your handy dandy tool here that I have, and you can just spread it on, spread some more glaze on, right? See? And people will think you are barefoot Contessa just like me, because I've decided I'm barefoot Contessa. Sure have. Sure have. Okay, I'm gonna move that one over because I don't think it's as long as this one, and I want this one. This one's better. So we'll just okay. So that's the first layer of strawberries. Let me see, because I had taken a picture of how I wanted it to look. So the next row, I'm just gonna kind of lay them the same way, but on top, right? So I'm gonna lay this one on top of that one. Again, you kind of want to use the same size strawberries. And for this design, you want to lay them on top in the same order. And they don't have to be perfect, but I would try to put the same size ones on there. So, and I also would pick out the strawberries that look the most pretty, right? Mm. If you don't want to place them right on to the cake because you want them to drip a little bit, then that's perfectly fine as well. You can just place them on the cutting board, let them drip out a little bit. But if you don't care about any of that, which I don't, because I have the Rona, it's going around. It's just me and my husband. So he gave me the Rona. So whatever happens, happens. Okay. It is what it is. Right. So I'm going to talk a little bit after I do the strawberries about Young Miami. Y'all saw that video she did with her bestie? I didn't even know who Young Miami was. I told you I started a YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel in March. So I haven't even been doing the YouTube thing for a year. Right? Okay, so I think I'm going to put maybe one more on here. And then I'm going to dip the, I'm going to, oh no, I dropped my strawberry down. And then I'm going to add the other strawberries to the middle. And don't worry if you have extra strawberries that you cut up. And here's why. When you make strawberry shortcake, all you do to make that little sauce that everybody likes is basically you put the strawberry, you cut them up, however, whatever size you want them to look like or whatever, right? And then you put them you put them in a bowl and then you add just granulated sugar. So depending on how big of a group you have, I probably would say for a whole full container of strawberries, maybe half a cup of sugar, and it is going to make a juice at the bottom. So let me wash my hands real quick. We go through a lot of paper towels around here because I believe in washing hands, okay? I do. I hope people probably be like, you need to get a towel because you can wash the towel, right? Okay, so these are the strawberries. I'm gonna go ahead and dip them into, I don't know if I want them to be, if I want them to be, have the green on them. I think I'll maybe leave one. Let me see. What's the prettiest one? And I guess the smallest one. Let me see. All right. And this, I think, is the smallest one. Is this the smallest one? Okay, I'm going to choose this one. This one's going to be the smallest one, and I'll leave the green part. So I'm going to dip that one. I feel like the glaze hasn't cooled enough. So I'm probably going to go back. See how it's, let me see. You can see it's glazed, right? But it just isn't glazed enough for me. So I'm going to decorate it, put it in the refrigerator. And then, so I'm going to let the glaze cool a little more. And then I'll add the glaze to the, I'll finish. I'll post it a little bit later. So I'm going to let this cool down a little more, maybe for about 30 minutes. But in the meantime, and in between time, I want to show you guys what I have accomplished thus far. So, you see? Strawberries, I don't know if you can see that. It'll be done soon. It looks really good and it's gonna taste even better. But yeah. So I'm gonna dip the rest of these and then I'll put them in the middle and I'll take a picture and you guys will see it later. So until then, bye guys. Thank you for tuning in to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel and this is my reality. See you next time. Bye.